From the station working for you, this is Good Morning Indiana, streaming now.
Despite the rising number of coronavirus cases and hospitalizations, Indiana is staying the course and staying open. Now at 4:30, the latest update from state leaders. Plus,
we're at the level where we were back in May, so every single day we're seeing more and more people hospitalized.
Across the country and here at home, we're seeing an increase in coronavirus hospitalizations. Working for you, we take a look at what's behind this trend and how you can protect yourself. And financial help is on the way for Hoosiers in need of rental assistance, how you can get help today. But first, here at 4:30, I want to thank you for joining us here on Good Morning Indiana. I'm Lauren Casey. Todd Clausen is standing by with me in studio today. Todd, you told us yesterday it was going to be windy by the end of the day. We made the mistake of waiting to rake our leaves to yesterday, so
yeah, well,
didn't work out that well.
No, and your neighbor's probably not too happy with you.
Right. Sorry, neighbors.
Their lawn, but the good news, and I'm going to start off with the wind, is the wind speeds have come way down. That is the good news. There is a front that's going to work its way through the area, though, here this morning and into the afternoon hours. And as that front comes through, the winds could kick up a little bit once again. Temperatures this morning not bad at all. We're sitting in the 60s, but this is essentially as warm as it's going to get. Once this front comes through, which is a cold front, our temperatures are actually going to start to fall. So high temperatures have already occurred on this Thursday. You see the rain here in Illinois. This is part of the front. It's not a lot of rainfall. It's all generally very, very light. As it makes its way through central Indiana, we'll deal with some light showers here this morning off and on as this front kind of slides through. It's not a quick mover either, so these showers could linger in your neighborhood a little while here throughout the course of the day today, which is good news, but eventually we do get some sunshine back in the forecast by this afternoon once that front slides off to the east. So have the umbrella handy this morning. Haven't said that in a while as the showers come through, but look at these temperatures. It's going to be a chilly day despite the temperatures currently, as we'll fall into the mid-50s as the morning progresses.
All right, Todd, thank you so much. Let's take a look at traffic as you're heading out on the roads this morning. Good morning to you. Up near Madison County, this is I-69, a view here near State Road 109. You can see traffic is moving along up to speed. So if you're driving maybe in the Anderson area, heading to or from Indianapolis, from areas to our northeast, you shouldn't have any problems. You can see the orange barrels there on the roads are kind of pulled into the shoulders of the roads. They're not blocking the travel lanes at this time, so that is great news this morning. Now let's get to some breaking news from overnight. A toddler is dead. Another child seriously hurt after a car hit them. This all happened around 10:30 last night on Nelson Avenue on the south side of Indianapolis. We're told a 1-year-old boy was taken to the hospital where he later died. His 9-year-old sister was also injured and was last listed in serious condition. Investigators say they were both in the street at the time of the crash, and police are now looking for the driver who fled the scene. They're asking anyone who might have seen something to please come forward.
They struck and killed a 1-year-old. So call our anonymous tips hotline at 262-TIPS because we need that information and we need to get this person behind. We need to hold this individual accountable for their actions.
Again, if you have any information or live in this area and you may have seen something, or maybe you have a doorbell camera that could have captured this incident, please call Crime Stoppers. That number is 317-262-TIPS. Let's go to an update now on the coronavirus pandemic here in our state. Indiana's mask mandate has been extended for another month, at least through November 14th. But Governor Holcomb is imposing more restrictions and says the state will stay in stage 5. This despite an increasing number of COVID-19 cases and hospitalizations across the state. Over the past 7 days alone, state health officials have reported nearly 12,500 cases, with more than 1,000 new cases being reported every day since last Wednesday. According to those numbers, State Health Commissioner Dr. Christina Box she added to those numbers. Yesterday, she and her family have tested positive for the virus. Governor Holcomb and other state officials were tested yesterday afternoon, and we expect to get those results this afternoon. In the meantime, he's urging Hoosiers to be responsible and mask up. He also said that adding more restrictions is not the answer.
The pain that will come from assuming that if we just restrict down or shut down and it'll have no adverse impacts, it's our behavior, it is our actions that need to be addressed, and they have to be addressed together.
Holcomb did note that the state health department could step in with some additional restrictions for the areas that appear in red on the state's color-coded county map. We do want to take a closer look now at some of the latest data from the State Department of Health. 14 more Hoosiers have died with COVID-19 between Sunday and Wednesday. That means so far 3,609 Hoosiers have lost their lives with the virus. We're also seeing a big increase in the number of hospitalizations due to COVID-19. As of Tuesday, 1,357 Hoosiers have been hospitalized, making it the highest level since mid-May. Those hospitalizations are beginning to take a toll on resources around the state. Just under 32% of the state's ICU beds remain available, and just under 78% of the state's ventilators are still available. Working for you this morning, we want to give you some more insight on what's behind the rising cases across our state and across the country. Community Health Network Chief Physician Executive Dr. Rayam Leedy says that the increasing numbers are due in part to silent spreaders.
The main reason we're getting all these infections is from asymptomatic patients, people that don't know that they have symptoms. They may have been in contact with somebody a couple of days ago. They don't know that they're infectious. Then a day later, they get a call from their friend saying, "Hey, I'm positive." And so if you're near that person, you may have been shedding the virus and giving to other people as well. So point is here again is, well,
Dr. Yaletti there says that another reason we're seeing a rise in cases is due to social gatherings. So as you prepare for the upcoming holiday season, you want to take extra precautions to protect both you and your family.
We strongly recommend really limiting to very small gatherings, the immediate family, people you know about and that they've been quarantined or not been around others. If you do go to a place that you don't know, you should wear a mask at that place, at those homes. We also would suggest different ways of doing this in terms of size. Perhaps we're having more virtual gatherings, but just take extra caution about wearing masks from around people you don't know if they've been around other people, and really maintain that 6 feet and really limiting the size of the gatherings and trying to do the gatherings as much as you can outside.
As for Halloween, Dr. Yaletti recommends not participating in passing out candy if you're a high-risk category to contract the virus. If you do pass out candy, he suggests keeping the interactions outside and consider using tongues instead of your hands. For the kids, it's important to wear a cloth mask, not the ones that come with the costume. Stay in small groups and make sure treats are individually wrapped. And wait until you're home to eat the candy after it's been properly sanitized. Indiana has been added to Ohio's travel advisory. The Ohio Department of Health is now recommending a 14-day quarantining when traveling to Ohio from Indiana. That's according to ODH's new COVID-19 travel advisory map released on Wednesday. Other states included in the advisory include Nevada, Kansas, Wyoming, Iowa, Wisconsin, Idaho, and South Dakota. The advisory comes just one day after Chicago issued an emergency travel order for Hoosiers. Some good news this morning. If you need help paying your rent, the Indiana Housing and Community Development Authority reopened its rental assistance program. We can tell you that this is for people who live outside of Marion County. You are eligible for the program if you can provide, and they can provide you up to 6 months in assistance to help cover past due and ongoing monthly rent payments. For more information about these requirements and to apply, you can go to indianahousingnow.org. If you need help in Marion County, go to indyrent.org. A note, right now there's a wait list for Marion County assistance, but you can still apply and you'll be notified once applications are reopened. The time right now is 4:38. Indiana will now become home to another Safe Haven baby box today. This one will be installed inside the Memorial Hospital and Healthcare Center ambulance station in Ferdinand. That's just a little north of Santa Claus, Indiana. This makes the 46th Safe Haven baby box in the nation and the 42nd baby box here in Indiana. Just last week, a baby was surrendered at a Safe Haven baby box at Fire Station 74 in Decatur Township. The baby is the 5th to be surrendered this year and the 9th since November 2017. Baby boxes have alarm systems that notify 911 as soon as a baby is placed inside. A new art exhibit will showcase the work of artists who painted the Black Lives Matter mural along Indiana Avenue. 18 Black Lives Matter will open next Friday, October 23rd at the Indianapolis Art Center. The exhibit will feature the paintings, chalkwork, and digital design by the 18 local artists who worked on the larger scale mural. The Indianapolis Art Center is located in Broad Ripple and it's open 7 days a week. Starting today, you do have another opportunity to hit the links out at Victory Field. The baseball stadium will transform into a golf course for the second time this year. Tee times are available from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It's not traditional golf course as well. The players will hit the ball from the tee boxes spread around the seating areas of the ballpark, aiming at the holes on the field. Organizers say the course is challenging and fun for golfers of any skill level. For more information, you can go to IndyIndians.com. And Todd, as folks are heading out for that event, we know it's going to be a lot cooler this weekend.
Yeah, temperatures are going to be on the tumble after a cold front comes through, Lauren. And along that cold front, we do have some rain showers. These showers stretch from Gary back into Champaign down towards St. Louis. They'll work their way through this morning. So for the first time in a while, we're talking about rain chances here in central Indiana. We'll detail them for you and look ahead to that weekend that Lauren mentioned coming up in your Storm Team forecast. You're watching Good Morning Indiana right here on WRTV.
Welcome back. The New York woman known as Central Park Karen is now facing new charges this morning. Amy Cooper called police on Christian Cooper back in May after an argument over her unleashed dog. In the video that's now viral, Amy is seen here calling police and is heard saying, quote, "I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life," end quote. Wednesday, the Manhattan DA filed a misdemeanor charge against Amy, saying she made a second 911 call about the encounter, repeating her false assault accusation. She's now facing a charge of falsely reporting an incident in the 3rd degree. Federal prosecutors want Jerry Harris to stay in jail until his hearing. Harris is the breakout star from the popular Netflix show Cheer. He's accused of victimizing up to 10 boys and faces child pornography charges. In one instance, investigators say he followed a 15-year-old into the bathroom and assaulted a boy at a crowded cheer event. Prosecutors want the 21-year-old kept in federal custody rather than having him released to his Chicago area home. They say he's too dangerous to be on the streets, describing him as a sexual predator who used money, fame, and influence, stopping at nothing to get what he wants, according to court documents. To Washington now, where the question and answer portion of Judge Amy Coney Barrett's confirmation hearing is now complete. Today, the Senate Judiciary Committee is expected to begin considering whether to send her Supreme Court nomination to the full Senate. The meeting will include some more testimony from law experts. Barrett was grilled over a 2-day period on issues including health care, voting rights, and the environment. She wouldn't answer questions regarding her personal beliefs. If Barrett is confirmed, she'll succeed the late Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg and give the High Court a 6-3 conservative majority. Now to the race for the White House. President Trump and his opponent Joe Biden will hold separate town halls tonight. Both candidates will take questions from voters in dueling primetime TV events. A debate initially scheduled for tonight was canceled after the president's COVID-19 diagnosis and his refusal to take part in a virtual debate. So NBC Wednesday announced a town hall with the president tonight. It will be the same time as the ABC's previously scheduled town hall with Joe Biden. Both events will air at 8 p.m. Former President Barack Obama will hit the campaign trail for Joe Biden in a final stretch of the election. Officials say the 44th president will campaign next week, and he intends to focus on early voting states. The former president is not expected to aggressively hit swing states, but does plan to visit a handful of critical battlegrounds where voting is already underway. The schedule has not been finalized, but Florida, North Carolina, and Wisconsin are under consideration now. The events will be socially distant and designed to draw local media coverage. You can find a list of early voting sites, dates, and times on your county at the Vote in 2020 digital section of our website. Just go to WRTV.com. It is 4:46. Let's head to the western U.S. now, where weather there is spelling more trouble for crews battling those wildfires. Colorado is now dealing with the Cameron Peak fire, and it's the largest in the state's history. The fire grew by 20,000 acres Wednesday after a 60-mile-an-hour winds fanned those flames. Last month, the Pine Gulch fire was the largest. Meanwhile, California is in the middle of a fall heat wave that's creating another round of extreme wildfire danger. The National Weather Service has issued heat advisories there through Friday. Wind is also a threat in the San Francisco Bay Area, and it's expected to spark new flames. Taking a look back here at home, the continued dry weather and windy conditions caused multiple field fires yesterday. And these are some pictures from the Washington Township Fire Department out in Davies County, just a little southwest of Bloomington. Officials say the north end of the huge field in the Plainville area near County Road 900 caught fire. Field fires were also reported by the Frankfort Fire Department and the Boone County Sheriff's Office. Thankfully, no injuries were reported in any of those fires. And Todd, we know that it's dry. It was windy yesterday, but we do have some rain on the way.
Yeah, you know, and we mentioned that yesterday on Good Morning Indiana that there was the potential for those field fires out there. Unfortunately, they happened. The winds have calmed down. That is the good news, at least for right now. And we have some cooler temperatures and some rain heading our way. So we haven't been able to put all those together for quite some time. 62 degrees is your current temperature. This is the warmest it's going to be here throughout the entire day. Our actual high occurred shortly after midnight, and the temperatures have been slowly falling, but we're not going to warm going forward throughout the day. You notice the humidity, 44%. That is key because as some of this rain comes in, a lot of it's going to evaporate before it reaches the ground. So when I show you radar in just a second, it looks a lot worse than it's actually going to be as the rain makes its way through the area. 58 in Greencastle, everybody else still in the 60s. Temperatures this morning running about 20 to 25 degrees warmer than they did yesterday morning. So I'll show you your planner first, and then we'll kind of break it down for you. And we'll highlight a couple things here. First, the temperatures, 60s here through about 7 a.m. And then as that cold front starts to work its way through the area, you notice temperatures will drop down into the mid-50s as that rain is falling. And then the rain will come to an end by about 1 p.m., but temperatures don't rebound. Even with a little bit of sunshine later on this afternoon, we will stay in the mid-50s. So let's talk now about the rain. And you see on radar stretching here from Gary back through Champaign, Springfield, Illinois, into the St. Louis area. This is part of a cold front that is going to be working its way through the area. So as we go over to TrueCast, right here at 8:30, I'll get out of the way, and you can see in the top right-hand portion of your screen, that's your timestamp. By 8:30, we're bringing some scattered showers into the forecast. These darker shades here are your best bet to see some rain showers. A lot of this light stuff probably not going to reach the ground that the model's picking up on. So these showers move through fairly slowly. They linger into the early afternoon hours before they make their way out of the area. So I would have the umbrella handy if you're going to be out and about this morning into the early afternoon hours, or maybe just a light raincoat with a hood for these showers as they make their way through. Then this evening we cool off very, very quickly. We're in the 40s already by 10 p.m. Overnight tonight with clear skies going all the way down to 35 degrees for your overnight low. One of the coldest mornings we have seen in quite some time, and that's why the National Weather Service has issued a freeze warning for almost the entire state as we head into the overnight hours. And then as you look at your 7-day planning forecast, we do it again on Saturday morning with a low of 35. Tomorrow's high is only 57, 60 on Saturday. Then a little unsettled with rain chances once again in the forecast, Lauren, for Monday and Tuesday.
All right, Todd, thanks. Let's take a look at traffic right now. It's pretty quiet out there, which is good news for your Thursday morning commute. This is I-70 near County Road 700 West. You can see traffic there is moving along smoothly both eastbound and westbound. So if you're on the east side of Indianapolis or if you're in Hancock County and you're using I-70, you shouldn't have any problems in this area at this hour. Of course, we'll keep you updated. At 4:50, Wells Fargo Bank has fired more than 100 employees who reportedly tried to swindle coronavirus relief money. The bank announcing that move in an internal memo on Wednesday, which was obtained by CNN. It says the employees misrepresented themselves to obtain money from the Federal Relief Fund for small businesses. Employees may have also defrauded the U.S. Small Business Administration, but the document says those workers acted on their own and the move did not involve Wells Fargo customers. An internal investigation is still underway. The relief fund is intended to help small businesses reeling from fallout from the pandemic. Let's get to Sesame Street now. It's going to Audible. The classic children's show now has a podcast with Foley and friends. Foley is a fuzzy purple monster, and she's the newest neighbor on Sesame Street. She's going to be hosting the show. But don't worry, all your faves, Elmo, Big Bird, Cookie Monster, they'll be making an appearance. There will be 15 episodes, all 15 minutes each, especially for preschoolers with new original music, interactive games, and jokes. The fun starts today. We'll have to check it out. That's our favorite show right now at our house. All right, so who doesn't love the smell of sizzling bacon, right? Coming up, how you can take the beloved breakfast scent with you on the go all day long. And coming up, a local organization helping people overcome barriers and get to the polls. Just ahead at 5, the help they are offering to get you to cast your vote. It's 4:51. Stick around. We'll be right back. So it may be pumpkin spice season, but one food company wants to tease your sensory system with another favorite, bacon, of course. Now you can enjoy the smell of sizzling bacon all day while protecting yourself from germs with this new mask made by Hormel. The company calls it the Black Label Breathable Bacon. The limited edition mask uses what Hormel calls the latest in pork-scented technology. It also appears to have a classy look that may be able to disguise the fact that you're huffing pork belly fumes. You may try to score a free mask by registering at breathablebacon.com. Todd, I don't know about you, but I only like to smell food when I'm going to be eating it.
Right?
Not all day long.
I'm with you.
I would be so hungry.
It's like, I smell it, now get in my belly.
Right.
So, all right. Scattered showers in the forecast here for the day today. We probably could see maybe up to about 1/10 of an inch of rain in spots. So not a lot, but we'll take what we can get. Temperatures will fall throughout the day. So 59 is pretty early here in the morning hours, even though we're still at 62. We'll be in the mid-50s this afternoon. Freeze warning overnight tonight as we get down to right around freezing. Tomorrow up to 57 degrees with sunshine, 60 on Saturday, and then a little warmer on Sunday after today. A little unsettled Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week with more shower opportunities. The time now is 4:56. You're watching Good Morning Indiana right here on WRTV. Stay with us. Raphael joins Lauren and I in just a few minutes.